that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He was brought down at the
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Now Breeze. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to rifle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 80.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Jets nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a hit this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets, nothing.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get it to...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Jets nothing. Adam Vinatieri.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down. Breeze letting one go deep here for Gronk. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To the tailback. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
52's the mark, boys, 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Niners 28, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze, open man, Gronkowski complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good for a Jet.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now Breeze lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or 2. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Fumble on the play.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Breeze. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Breeze again. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Breeze to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
Stafford's pass.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
The kick is good.
We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Number 11, the ball.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. A great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and he finds Gronk. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Breeze.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 95, 56, 54. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. For A.J. Green. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49, Jets 7.
Following a touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 32-yard line.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Breeze now to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You kill. Check.
Flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Let's go, D. 52 on 1. 52. Go.
To throw is Breeze. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Escaping the press. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
At the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the 24, Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Hey, go here. 280. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. Monday.
From the 50, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That's another Jets first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Opposite. Watch the screen.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Niners 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.